We're going to swim with orcas, and before you comment, are you guys crazy? The answer is yes. And on a trip?
I have mine, I have one too.
We're about to go swim with orcas in the Arctic Ocean.
Don't assume this is SeaWorld or any other abusive pool.
They are free, they live happily, they eat salmon every day, and we're going to go to them and see them. Here it's totally legal. Well,
I don't know if it's salmon.
at the beginning of this year, we set out to fulfill 6 lifelong dreams because we have enough dreams for 50 lifetimes.
Abniga with the whales, we put the same for orcas.
We're going to Norway, okay? I asked God to guide us and help us get the paperwork, to take us to the place where we need to be to swim with orcas in Norway.
It's the same one, look.
We got a double. Life wants us to go there. I mean, I feel like it's going to be crazy. They're spectacular animals, look.
Exactly the same.
We don't usually plan constantly, we just go with the flow. But when it comes to goals, it's best to set objectives and deadlines. And although a lot was accomplished, for example, engineer Inma traveled to France to learn how to ski, and when she came back, she ran her first marathon.
Yours truly, Emmanuel Vieira, became a marathon runner.
We achieved the goal of starting to guide travel groups around the world. Our first destination was South Africa, and we were able to live for more than 20 days in Cape Town. Life gave us an important lesson, and that is that no matter how much structure and organization you have, unexpected things will always happen that shake you up. This year we said goodbye to our little furry Sukita. Her heart started to fail, and in a short time, her passing became more serious. It hit us really hard, so we stopped everything and took a break that our souls truly needed. Scream. However, there was already a dream with a date and tickets. It was this, swimming with orcas, a dream that kept appearing on little notes and that we knew we absolutely had to experience. This dream began in 2023 when we found out it was possible to swim with orcas. Because I, at least until that moment, thought they were killers, and that if we jumped into the sea, they would kill us.
I think that after having swum with sharks and gone diving, I understood that animals in the sea don't do anything to humans, because in the end, we're not prey for them. However, I think orcas are the animals I respect the most, that I fear, and yes, that I'm afraid of. It made me nervous just to think about going on an expedition.
Well, here we are in my mess, the one you can't really see. I think I'm the only one with a mess, since we have to get dressed and leave in less than 20 minutes.
We're going to show you everything we put on while we keep telling you the story.
Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned, because I'm convinced, I've already manifested it. I've already asked the Lord that this is going to be an unforgettable, wonderful trip, and we're going to see lots and lots of orcas. Let's give you a little bit of context. We are in Cherbourg. To get here, we took a ferry from Tromsø, the city considered the most beautiful in Norway and one of the best places in the world to see the northern lights. Winter is just starting now. The temperature ranges between -4 degrees Celsius and 0 degrees Celsius. During the day, sunlight hours decrease and the sky stays cloudy. And even though it might seem like the conditions are unfavorable for tourism, it's actually the best season to see marine life.
Let's get dressed, and the first thing we need is what we're wearing. Warmers. Second layer trekking pants. I'm going to put them on underneath, that's it. Could I wear winter pants? But they told us they're too thick. Because on top of all this, we have a dry suit, which we'll talk about later, and on top, a shirt. Finally, a polar fleece. I'm ready. You might say, oh no, but you look relaxed since there's still one more suit to go.
Of course, we can't go in with just a swimsuit, not even with a wetsuit, because the risk of hypothermia is very high. For inexperienced people like us, using a dry suit is recommended. It's a suit that keeps your body from getting wet, so you can wear your winter clothes underneath. Over here we have these patches warming up. These are for the feet and these are for the hands. We're using them for the first time. Open them, let them warm up for 15 minutes, then take them with us. They last about 6 hours and they're not to be used underwater. But when we go out, we have to put on our gloves. So they advised us to put this inside the gloves. That way our hands would warm up again. Because in the end, what gets coldest are your extremities. What suffers the most are your toes and your hands.
Now I'm going to give you a quick overview of the equipment we're going to take. Me, Sony Alpha 7 S3 camera with 70-200 mm lens. Over here I'm taking the drone and here a dome. For the Insta360, which is one of the two cameras we're going to put in the water, here's the Insta360 and here I'm taking an extender in case the whales or orcas are too far away. And this other little camera we're recording with, which is an Osmo Action 5. After the safety briefing, we started putting on the dry suit. All of this is made of latex. Actually, it's very, very delicate. They warned us to be careful with our nails, since repairing a torn one on the feet would cost about $100. Water won't get in either because the boots are part of the suit, unlike the gloves, which are separate. So let's see how we put on this whole suit and we'll show you. There you go, Ninita. Give us a little spin, Ninita. Here's the bottom part. We're going to be 4 hours without being able to go to the bathroom, so we have to do as much as we can now. I don't know if I overdid it, but I literally had half a glass of water at breakfast and I haven't had anything else. I haven't had coffee or anything, but I feel like I have golden saliva. My tongue feels like this, but that's what it is because I don't want to be peeing in the boat. We're proceeding with half, but it's complicated. I'm going to test if these suits are really waterproof because the microphone is inside there. And I'm going to leave it there. How's it going?
I can't breathe.
It's too tight, right?
And the suit managed to come out alive. For the next 4 days, we will be exploring the Norwegian Sea. The departure is scheduled for 10 a.m. and the return is approximately at 1 p.m. Today the weather conditions are perfect, something completely unusual for this time of year. Blue skies and a sun that, even though it doesn't warm much, gives you energy. For me, the most beautiful thing is that we're always in a sunset. The sun stays very close to the horizon, and that makes the day look like the golden hour. In the middle of this visual spectacle, the boat speeds up. And in the distance, we start to see how the Orca's blow rises on the horizon.
We saw it in the distance. You need courage to jump in because the water is terribly cold.
They're surrounded by birds, likely chasing a school of fish. They tell us to get ready, our nerves are on edge, and it makes us wonder if we'll be able to handle the water temperature. If we're really prepared, we get to the edge of the boat and they shout, "Into the water!" and in seconds we're in the water, surrounded by orcas of all sizes. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching video. Us, what madness, and they're close.
Very fast, everything, how about that? Very fast, damn.
What madness, my God, what madness.
I'm going to try to put it into words. These are seconds in which everything makes sense, in which you remember why you're alive. You recognize what you're passionate about. You're present in every millisecond, feeling so here and yet so out of reality at the same time. Everything comes together. It's a state of expansive fulfillment. Your soul smiles, and it's as if life is winking at you. It's brief and rewarding. It's the reason and answer to so many whys. That's about how it feels to achieve a dream. And believe me, you can achieve everything you truly desire from your heart, because the universe listens to what our heartbeats whisper. How beautiful, how... It was too big, but still felt tight.
You have that big head?
Take everything off me. Thank you.
And right now I'm going to get someone to help me take it off. Good morning. In the morning, even though the weather is pretty cloudy, I'm super hot. And honestly, putting on these suits is a real ordeal. I think the worst part of the experience is having to put on the suit, but afterwards, well, it's worth every drop of sweat, every feeling of claustrophobia, because the crazy thing is that the liability waiver is what they make you sign before all of that even starts. There's a section that refers to claustrophobia, and it's not because of the animals, because, well, even in the sea, if you go really deep, you can also feel claustrophobia. But the truth is, it's because of this, because of the suit. I mean, you feel overwhelmed, like you're suffocating, like you won't be able to breathe, but all of this is necessary, and even so, it passes. A terrible cold actually on the third dive, and my third showing like this with this glove. Well, on yesterday's third dive. I was too cold to get in the water, right? I was freezing, so I stayed on the boat taking shots with the drone, with the camera, and when we got back, well, first we rested a bit, then we downloaded the footage, and later, at night, we went to a little park about 15 minutes away, walking, to make some hot dogs on some grills that were in the park, just like that, but it was super cool and it was amazing. Little girl wants to show her forbidden dance moves.
Even in the discomfort of the dry suit. You can.
Travelers, I want you to meet Nico, the organizer of this trip and the founder of Fiordo Polar, the Spanish company with which we've been having this experience. And they don't just offer crazy things like this, because you might say, well, few people dare swim with orcas, but I admit it's a very controlled and safe activity. But for those who aren't so daring, Nico, tell me, when did you start with Fiordo Polar?
Fiordo Polar began in 2018. We specialize in northern lights. So, apart from more generic trips, being able to enjoy the northern lights, the landscapes that are spectacular, as you've already seen, there's also an option to do this safari with orcas. We began in 2019, a year before the pandemic. And as you said, it's not just about being able to go in, you can actually choose to go in with them. Dressed in full snorkeling gear, I, Manuel, get ready to enter and ask, can you just stay on the Zodiac? And I enjoy it just as much as anyone else, being able to see everything that's moving around. We are in the Nordic countries, all of them, including Iceland, the Faroe Islands, Sweden, Finland, Norway. Now we are specialized in this area.
Well, you know, you can check out the Fiordo Polar website and see all the tours they offer. It doesn't have to be anything wild like this, though I honestly recommend it. But there are also many other destinations throughout the Nordic region of Europe that are worth exploring. Thank you, Nico, for this experience, and well, I'll come up with more questions to ask you along the way.
The important moment, not because of the whales or the orcas.
Are long-lived animals capable of traveling the oceans for more than 80 years. They live in large groups made up of mothers, children, and successive generations. They communicate with their own dialect and possess such advanced intelligence that they can solve problems and use tools. For me, one of the most interesting and enigmatic beings of the deep sea. Their presence is synonymous with a healthy ecosystem, which is why it is vital to maintain marine balance.
Never losing their glamour, always sterile. Yes, that towel helps us because the breeze is very strong when the boat speeds up to reach the spots where the animals are. It's really worth it, so now you know, go for it. The one from the hotel.
I'm going to share a magical secret you must protect with your life. It only comes true if you believe, so listen with an open heart. Every time I'm about to look for animals, climb a mountain, go into the sea to do free diving, or I'm in the middle of a walk through the jungle, I talk to the universe, to Mother Earth, to God. First, I thank them honestly, nothing can be forced, and then I ask them to grant me a magical moment. Because God is capable of everything and can make the impossible lose its first two letters. After I close my eyes and do everything I just told you about, we see a humpback whale jumping in the distance.
You can already see the little witch. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's really hard to document this kind of trip because since there's so much water splashing, you can't have the cameras in your hand. But with this kind of cameras, which are adventure cameras, you can't really get the closeness you might want. Oh! A regular camera. No, I'm going to look for another camera. I'm sorry. I had always dreamed of seeing humpback whales. The guide just said that this isn't normal. I mean, she hadn't seen anything like this in 3 years, so I feel very blessed.
We let the whales go on. We went looking for orcas, but the small groups we saw didn't want to interact. We approached with the boat, and they would leave in the opposite direction. So we respected their wishes and kept trying.
We've seen several groups of orcas, but we haven't been lucky. They only came in once, just once, but they're very elusive, don't you think? I don't know if this is going to be heard.
On the way back, we found 3 humpback whales. Definitely today is whale day.
A humpback whale on this side, a pod of orcas on the other side. Is this real? I mean, really? Is this...
Go ahead, I'll pinch you.
It's not hard to pinch me again. See the suit?
They're calm on the surface, so we're authorized to get in the water. The visibility isn't good, but they're so close that we can see them better with our eyes and with the camera.
Well, I was trying to get closer to them, and it was such an amazing sight that it scared me. There are 3 over there.
What order?
Incredible.
Incredible.
Oh, new day, new adventure, and we're heading back to the water.
Today we have really nice weather, blue sky, and as long as I don't drown, and as long as there's blue sky, even if it's just in patches here and there, we can't ask for more. I mean, just look at this.
Look, wow. It's faster, go ahead before the group comes out. Let's see this beautiful town from above in 3, 2, 1.
Not sure if we mentioned it in the video, but we are in the Arctic Circle, where the temperatures change drastically, where the wind has a huge influence on the tides and the clouds.
In this whole town. It's called Sherboy, and it's one of the best places in the world, if not the best, to see orcas. Really, the operation here in Norway, well, you can imagine. I mean, the number of tourists is regulated, approaching the animals is strictly controlled by a boat, and per day, you jump into the water 2, at most 3 times. They really have taken care of every detail. And one thing I did want to mention is that there are 2 ways to do this trip. In the type of boats we're using, which are called Zodiacs, they're more versatile, or in larger boats where you even sleep on the boat. That experience is much more expensive. We checked before coming and it could cost up to 1,000 euros for the same thing. 4 days here in the fjords, of course, sleeping inside the boat. But the disadvantage of that type of boat, besides obviously being more expensive, is that they don't have much maneuverability. Whereas with this boat, look, we can move quickly and capture moments like we've already done.
Another benefit of not traveling by boat is you can photograph auroras calmly, since boats are always moving. You can't set up the tripod and get a perfectly sharp photo. If you're on solid ground, just set up your tripod and take the photo. Cool.
And if you're wondering the price of this excursion, it's practically half of what it would cost to sleep on a boat for the date we came.
We feel like the luckiest people on the planet right now. We wanted to swim with orcas and we were able to do it, but it didn't stop there. Life also gave us the chance to see a humpback whale jumping, and we were able to swim with them. Asking for more from life felt like greed, but I fully believe in divine greatness and that nothing is impossible. So I closed my eyes and asked again.
A few minutes later,
we were in the sea, swimming with orcas and whales at the same time. Yes, life surprised us once again. We cried because of the wonder of life, because of the very special moment we had witnessed. Because when we thought something better was unlikely, they showed us that there are no limits.
I don't know if we managed to capture them.
Yes, we did manage to capture it. Yes, we did manage to capture it.
An orca was coming from below because the school of fish was right under us, and behind the orca was a humpback whale.
No.
No. It was like a movie. I felt like I was in an incredible documentary. Amazing. I cried, I screamed.
We've had great days, and in the group we'd say, okay, what else? They've given us so much, and then they gave us even more.
There's always more. Nature always has more to give, and I was left feeling grateful and fortunate. We are here, thank you God, life, Pachamama, destiny, whatever it is, but thank you. Over there.
They keep eating. prepared.
right?
Yeah, last day. We're going to cry a lot. Today I feel a little more comfortable. The first day there are too many new sensations. Then you get used to not breathing well. You manage to put up with the discomfort of the suit.
When we arrived on the first day, the weather report said sunny for the first day, cloudy for the second day, 80% chance of rain on the third day, and 70% chance of rain on the fourth day. And I said, well, we have to make the most of the first day. We flew the drone and took out the camera. Obviously, the underwater shots weren't my favorites, but something changed later. The second day, indeed, it was cloudy and windy, and I said the forecast is coming through. Tomorrow, steady rain is coming, and the day after tomorrow, even more rain. Well, third and fourth day, a spectacle. And really, even the guides have told us, look, you have a special kind of luck, because from here until the end of December, it's cloudy all day, every day.
Those who believe in God and the magic of nature know this isn't a coincidence.
We're not in Pachamama's close friends list.
Grateful, very, very grateful.
I know that nothing my body is experiencing right now will remain exactly the same in my memory, but I try to make it so. I desperately tried to make my eyes capture this moment forever. The snow-covered mountains surrounding us, the golden rays of the sun, or at sunset, the layer of ice covering the boat and us. Crossing the sea, the blow of the whales, the fins of the orcas coming in and out of the water. I want to remember everything, every feeling, every thought, but I give up and just remain present in this unique and unrepeatable moment. What a dream, what a life, what a journey, what a life. I'm going to take the liberty of asking you something, you who made it this far. Please don't give up, don't belittle yourself in front of your dreams, grow to reach them, because yes, life isn't easy, but it's beautiful.